Welcome to your ACT prep course. I'm Brian, and I'm here to fast track you to ACT success. Studying for the ACT can be overwhelming. Luckily, you have us expert Chegg teachers and this course, which you can personalize to the way you like to learn. Chegg has created this course based on strategies from experts like me so you can improve your score and approach test day with total confidence. We've created a course that covers all the critical material that you'll encounter on the test. You'll be able to focus in on your strengths and pinpoint areas where you need more practice for maximum score improvement. Throughout the course, you'll be in the driver's seat and can choose your route based on your goals and needs. Make sure to master all the lessons we've highlighted as important because they'll have a greater impact on your score. But before you hit the gas, we'll review the test layout and walk through some helpful strategies that can increase your score right from the starting line. The ACT is broken into 5 tests: English, math, reading, science, and writing. And this course is divided up into lessons that mirror this structure. In the English lessons, we'll cover everything you need to know, from commas to writing style. In the math lessons, we'll teach you strategies to conquer algebra, geometry, and the other math topics you'll see on the test. In the reading lessons, we'll show you how to focus on the questions and find the correct answers without wasting time reading everything. In the science lessons, we'll go over how to interpret the scientific data presented in the passages, which will make them feel a whole lot less intimidating. Finally, we'll talk about how to write a stellar essay that will get you a high score on the writing test. We'll also feature tips along the way. For example, when I'm about to pass on some of my most strategic advice, you'll see this handy graphic. We call it a pro tip. And since we're talking about the format of the test, I'll give you one now. The ACT is always presented in the same order. First, English, then math, then reading, then science, and finally, writing. You'll never be served a different order than what we just covered. However, on test day, you might see some students leave once you get to the writing test, which leads me to another pro tip. Even though the writing test is optional, most colleges will want to see your writing score, so take it. And don't worry, we're going to get you ready for that too. Now that you have 2 tips under your belt, let's explore the different tests of the ACT exam. Overall, the ACT will take almost 4 hours to complete, so it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. The first test is English. It's 45 minutes long, and you'll see 75 questions. Math is next. You'll have 60 minutes for 60 questions. Make sure to bring a calculator, but head over to the official ACT website before test day to make sure your calculator is allowed. When you're done with math, you'll get a short break. After that, it's on to the reading test. You'll have 35 minutes to tackle the 40 reading questions. Then comes science, which has the same breakdown. Again, you get 35 minutes to work on 40 questions. The writing test is last. You'll have 40 minutes to write an essay that analyzes different points of view on a given issue. We know this feels like a lot of questions to get through with not a lot of time to do it. Don't worry, I will walk you through how to maximize your time and energy on the right questions to increase your score. And when you're finished, you could reward yourself for a job well done. Most people don't realize that answers for the ACT are standardized, meaning you'll always be given 4 answer choices for each question. The letters will change to help prevent bubbling errors, but the number of answers will stay consistent throughout all the sections. However, this is not true on the math section. Math questions have 5 answer choices. But here's some good news. There's no penalty for a wrong answer on the ACT, so guess away. 36. That's the highest score anyone can get on the ACT. On the ACT, you'll receive 4 separate scores, 1 for each test. These scores range from 1 to 36. Your scores for English, math, reading, and science will be averaged into one composite score. Just so you know, the national average ACT score is around 21. Most colleges will look at this composite score more closely than your individual scores. Your individual subject area scores and your composite score are the most important aspects of the ACT, so prioritize studying for the multiple choice on the tests. For the writing test, 2 different graders will read your essay and give you a score of 1 to 6 in 4 different areas. Those scores are added up and averaged to give you a final score between 2 and 12. Who knew there'd be math in the writing section? It's important to know that your writing score does not affect your composite score, and it doesn't affect your individual English or reading scores. It's a completely separate score. Now that you understand how the ACT is scored, we can start working towards maximizing your score. In the next lesson, we'll unveil critical strategies to conquer the ACT.